Welcome to week 4 of the Outlaw Point Series JDC Roll-Off Drag Racing Series. Hey, this is Keith from Outlaw Speed Shop. This is the point standings. After round 2, week 4, we have Rob, Gene, Flying Valiant, J4 Racing, Wastelands Raceway, Eddie Bennett. The list goes on. This is important. This is the finals. We got Rob FURROW versus, OG Mikey. We've got all these lined up, ready to go to see who's going to be in the top 8, who's going to hold on or change positions on the leader. I think Rob's got a commanding lead, but anything can happen. As always, the right lane is red dice, left lane is purple dice. You roll a 1 or a 2, you move 1 spot. 3 or 4, 2 spots. 5 or 6, 3 spots. And that Camaro has jumped out to a little bit of a lead, maintaining 3 cars, then jumping to 4 cars. I'm not sure what's going on with the Mustang. I think he's pretty confident in the way his car is going. He may be trying to save something for his trip down to the JDC Speedway. I'm not sure. Nobody just wants to lose, but it doesn't seem like he put in that much of an effort. And the Camaro, who's been wrenching non-stop, is going to take the win away from our points leader, Rob FURROW. Next up, we got Chevy Land TV versus Eddie Bennett. Battle of the blue vehicles. You got the GMC Cyclone in the right lane. We have the Buick Grand National in the left lane. And both of them are jumping out of the gate. The Cyclone takes a little bit just of a small advantage. They both roll high numbers. Ultimately, what you want one lane to slip up a little bit, and so you can get a good jump and make some ground up. But when you're both rolling the same number, it's really hard to do. So the Grand Sport takes a little bit of a lead going into about half track. The right lane comes back, switches spots. Now he's got a 1-lane advantage. Even the left lane scratching his head, not sure what's going on. All of a sudden the Cyclone's turbo kicks in, and he is gone. He gets a 3-car length jump. They both roll really well, but unfortunately that's enough to put Eddie in the front and leave Chevy Land TV going home. Next up, Flying Valiant versus Gene. These are 2 big heavy hitters in our point series in the top 8. And they both roll the same number out of the gate, and they are starting off a little bit on the slow side, but that's okay. It's all in how you finish. The right lane takes a commanding jump, going up 1 extra spot on the Challenger. This is Mopar on Mopar. I can't ask for anything better, especially in the waning points area that this race is coming down to. The Barracuda is on fire, not literally, but he's on fire. That Challenger is no joke, and the Barracuda seems to be holding his own against what's known to be the fastest car here. He's got a 2-car length advantage going down the final the stretch here, and takes the win easily, making it look way too easy and getting more points on Rob. Next up, we got SRS DIECAST in the red Chevelle against the flamed Nova. That was, as far as if we could get somebody who is the most improved, it would be that Nova. That is unreal how great this car has come around. But that's not to take anything away from that Chevelle, who the first 2 weeks really didn't do anything. It just started coming on. And I'm a Chevelle guy, so obviously I'm going to root for a Chevelle, but I've also owned a few Novas in my day. So, the best one win here. But overall, these guys are both going nose to nose, and the left lane is going to take a little bit of a jump. He's got a 1-car length advantage going about half track. He's going to gain 1 more spot on him here with a 6 roll against the 4. And it's pretty much over at this point, even though the Nova tries to make up some ground at the end. It's way too late. So we got Rob Gene, who comes in within 1 point of Rob FURROW. He's going to make it 1 more round. Rob's out. We got Flying Valiant, J4, Eddie Bennett, Wastelands, Chris, and Rick Marshall. And then we've got 4 15s right there with SRS Diecast, Sylvester Groves. Amanda's holding strong at the 15. So at this point, anything can happen, but It's starting to sort itself out as we go into the semis. We get OG Mikey versus Eddie Bennett. You know, this is it. This is for all the marbles, and we've only got 2 more rounds to go here. And remember, the semifinals and the finals, you earn 4 points, not just 3. So this can make a huge difference when it comes down. And if you look at our leaders, there's a 1-point difference in between the 2 of them. So you got OG Mikey in the Camaro versus Eddie Bennett in the Cyclone. They're both neck and neck at half track. The left lane is going to take a 1-car length advantage with a little bit higher roll, and once again rolls a nice 6 against the 1 on the Camaro, leaving a 2-car length gap. 1 is made up here at this point. The Camaro is trying to come on strong, but they're both rolling even numbers. Something's got to be done now for him to catch up, and they're both rolling identical, so it's not going to happen. It looks like Eddie Bennett is going to take the win. Next up, SRS DIECAST versus Gene. Gene just needs this 1 win to take the first place spot away from Rob. So we got a 6 versus a 2, so 3 spots versus 1. So the Chevelle right out of the gate takes a 1-car length advantage. Again, rolls a high number. The Barracuda seems to be struggling just a little bit. I don't know if it's all the pressure of trying to get to that number 1 spot or what, or if he just took a swing at the setup. But either way, that Chevelle is moving. He is at half track. He's got a 2-car length advantage. They both roll identical numbers. Nothing's made up at that point. They're pacing each other. They're going side by side as far as how they're rolling. I'm not sure if there's enough time left. Gene really needs this win in order to, as I totally destroy the track, we'll call it a windstorm came along. But the right lane is going to make up a little bit of spot. You've got 1-car length to go. The Chevelle struggled a little bit on that last roll. I'm not sure what's going on. Then Gene comes up the end, and the Chevelle takes it at the finish line, leaving Gene 1 point behind. That will finish off your 1 and 2. Wow. 29, 28, 25, 23, 21, 20, 19. I mean, there's only a few points that separate anybody in the top 4 or 5. And then again, we've got 16s, 19s, 20s. This is, I'm really glad to see that the points were a lot closer than I was, we kind of expected. And the 4 points for semis and mains really made a big difference. So that was Jay's idea, so I want to thank him for that. So we are at the finals. We are up to Eddie Bennett versus SRS DIECAST in the Chevelle. The left lane rolls 5, the right lane rolls 1. He only moves 1 spot. The Chevelle, I'm not sure what he did over the last week for that Chevelle, but this thing is crazy fast. The Cyclone is no slouch and has been consistent all 4 weeks, always making rounds and gaining points. In this Chevelle, again, I have no idea what he did over the off week, but whatever he did, it worked, because he is in the finals against a really tough competitor. They're both rolling even. That Cyclone's not rolling over. He doesn't care if it's a Chevelle or not. He's got that turbo power. He's going to lose 1 little spot going down the back stretch. Then he gets a 6, he gets 3. That puts him up to the finish line. The Chevelle, they are nose to nose with the highest roller for the finals of week 4. Highest roll wins, and it is the left lane, and it is the Chevelle. Eddie comes up just a little bit short. So congratulations to SRS DIECAST and that red Chevy Chevelle 1970. But we have to finish something here. We have a battle for the ace spot. Best 2 out of 3. Both these guys are tied with the same amount of points. We can't have that. We have to have 8 definitive winners. So we're going to go with the best of 2. We got Rick Marshall versus Chris Gibbs in the dart. We got Mopar on Mopar. After that finish line win there for SRS DIECAST, I couldn't have asked for a better finish to this point series. Right down to literally to the wire, to the final roll actually made a difference. So that's what's kind of cool about this. It's just kind of fun to watch, and it's going to be a hell of a lot more fun once Jay finishes off all his changes that he's been making. But we already started the series, so maybe he'll have it in place for his Sweet 16 where the top 8 are going to get shipped down. I'm literally going to send all 8 of these cars down to Jay to race. So right now the Dodge Dart has a little bit of an advantage coming down. He's going to gain 1 extra spot. All he's going to do is get a decent roll here, and he will take it, and he does. So he takes 1 out of the best of 3. So if he wins 1 more time, he'll take it and get the 8th spot. But all Rick has to do is win to tie it, and then it'll go off to the final race. And after this, I know I mentioned it once or twice, I will be sending the winner of my point series, which was Rob FURROW, one of my customs, just a little something for saying thank you for participating. And I want to thank everybody for participating and joining in. But I had to give something to somebody for a win. So I think it's kind of cool. I'll show that in a second once we figure out who the 8th place car is. And once again, the Dart seems to have a little bit of an advantage over that Viper. He's got 2 cars on him going into the last little bit here, and they're maintaining. So he's not gaining a ton, but now he gets 6 rolls, so he gains a 3rd spot and rolls a 6 again. That gives him the win, so he will have the 8th spot. Rob FURROW, Gene Eggleston, only 1 point separating him. Eddie Bennett, SRS Diecast, Flying Valiant are both tied. J4 Racing, Wastelands Raceway, and Chris Gibbs. That is your top 8 of the Outlaw Point Series Racing from JDC. I want to thank everybody for participating, everybody for watching. Stay tuned. There's a lot of great changes that I know Jay's got planned. Here is your winner from my track, Rob FURROW. Here is your prize. I know it's nothing great, but it is a Outlaw Speed Shop custom. I did this for the 4 Horsemen, the Roger Dodger. The theme was custom 70s paint. This is what I'm going to be sending you, so get in touch with me, give me your address, and I will be sending it off to you. Once again, thank you for watching. I want to thank Jay tremendously for this opportunity, and I'll catch you on the next one.